The French cruiser Gueydon was the name ship of the Her class of armoured cruisers built for the French Navy in the 1890s. Design and description. Designed by the naval architect Émile Bertin, the Gueydon-class ships were intended to fill the commerce raiding strategy of the Jeune École. They measured 137.97 meters, 452 feet 8 in, long overall with a beam of 19.38 meters, 63 feet 7 in, and had a draft of 7.67 meters, 25 feet 2 in. Gueydon displaced 9,548 metric tons, 9,397 long tons. The ship had a crew of 566 officers and enlisted men. The Gueydon class had 3 vertical triple-expansion steam engines, each driving a single propeller shaft. Steam for Gueydon's engines was provided by 28 Nicklauser boilers, and they were rated at a total of 20,000 metric horsepower, 15,000 kilowatts. That gave them a speed of 21 knots, 39 kilometers per hour, 24 miles per hour. The ships carried up to 1,575 metric tons, 1,550 long tons, 1,736 short tons of coal, and could steam for 8,500 nautical miles, 15,700 kilometers, 9,800 miles, at a speed of 10 knots, 19 kilometers per hour, 12 miles per hour. The ships of the Gueydon class had a main armament that consisted of two 40 caliber 194 mm 7.6 in guns that were mounted in single gun turrets, one each fore and aft of the superstructure. Their secondary armament comprised 8 45 caliber quick-firing QF 164 mm 6.5 in guns in casemates for anti-torpedo boat defense. They carried 4 45 caliber QF 100 mm 3.9 in guns on the forecastle deck, as well as 10 QF 47 mm 1.9 in and 4 QF 37 mm 1.5 in Hotchkiss guns. They were also armed with 2 submerged 450 mm 17.7 in torpedo tubes. The Harvey armor belt of the Gueydon-class cruisers covered most of the ship's hull. The lower strake of armor was generally 150 mm 5.9 in thick, although it reduced to 91 mm 3.6 in forward, 81 mm 3.2 in aft, and thin to 51 mm 2 in at its lower edge. The upper strake of armor had thicknesses of 97 to 81 mm 3.8 to 3.2 in, and 56 to 41 mm 2.2 to 1.6 in, between the main and upper decks. The curved lower protective deck ranged in thickness from 51 to 56 mm. In addition, there was a light armor deck 20 mm 0.8 in thick at the top of the lower armor strake. A watertight internal cofferdam, filled with cellulose, stretched between these two decks. The gun turrets were protected by 160 to 176 mm 6.3 to 6.9 in armor and had roofs 23 mm 0.9 in thick. The 100 mm guns were protected by gun shields, and the sides of the conning tower were 160 mm thick. Construction and career. Gueydon was named in honor of Louis Henri de Gueydon, first governor of Algeria under the Third Republic. She was commissioned in Toulon Harbor in 1903, and undertook a first campaign to East Asia. She took part in the First World War, supervising patrols in Southern America and in the Caribbean. In 1923, she was refitted in Brest Harbor. In 1926, She was again modified to serve as a gunnery school. She entered this role the following year, replacing the armoured cruiser Pothwao in Brest. In 1941, her hull was used by the Germans, with two old French sloops, to form the basis for a decoy dummy of the Prinz Eugen. The hulk of Gueydon was bombed by aircraft from the RAF's 617 Squadron on 13 and 14 August 1944, along with the other hulks at Brest, to prevent them from being used by the Germans as block ships. The wreck was broken up after the end of the war. Notes: Chesno, Roger and Kolesnik, Eugene M. eds. 1979. Conway's All the World's Fighting Ships 1860–1905. London: Conway Maritime Press. ISBN 0-85177-133-5. Friedman, Norman. 2011. Naval Weapons of World War I. Barnsley, South Yorkshire, UK. Seaforth. ISBN 978184832-100-7. Gardner, Robert and Gray. Randall, eds. 1984. Conway's All the World's Fighting Ships. 1906–1921. Annapolis, Maryland. Naval Institute Press. ISBN 0-85177-245-5. Gardner, Robert and Chesno, Roger, eds. 1980. Conway's All the World's Fighting Ships 1922–1946. London: Conway Maritime Press. ISBN 0-85177-146-7. Silverstone, Paul H. 1984. Directory of the World's Capital Ships. New York: Hippocrene Books. ISBN 0-88254-979-0.